Yo, what's happening with you? Hey, look, today I want to holler at y'all about something that really been getting on my nerves for the past couple of years or whatever. But it took this one situation that happened today to change my whole thought process about the whole situation, right? So the issue that I've been having with what I do, which is I'm a mobile mechanic, right? I travel from Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, and I might go a little further than that. I might, it depends on what the workload look like or whatever. I do it, right? But so I'm out here in Texas or whatever. I've been doing some work or whatever, and the situation that I've been having was, I say like 75 to 80%, maybe 85% of the jobs that I do, they happen to be women, right? I don't know why, I don't know what the situation is, but it happens to be women, and a lot of the women, they have kids. So I make it my business to make sure that that woman has the ability to get her kids or herself to work or get her kids to school, with her transportation operating to the best ability, right? But this situation with this last client, I went to her house after I gave her my contact information. She called me and she asked me if I can come over and look at her car. So I did. So I get outside the house. I call. I said, "Hey, I'm outside." She come outside. I'm looking around, make sure there's not no dogs, no kids or whatever. I knew the kids wasn't gonna be there anyway because they was at school. But when I look up, I see, her guy or her brother. I don't know who he was or whatever, but I knew that it had to be something serious between the two of them because the way he was looking at me. You know what I'm saying? So I understand you got a man out here that's talking to your woman about whatever. You should be out here talking to me. That's business, but that's neither here or there or whatever. So I'm talking to her, whatever. She tell me that her car is making a crazy noise. So I asked her to open the hood and crank the car up. I'm listening. I hear this noise that she's talking about or whatever. Simple fix. You know what I'm saying? Real simple fix. So what I did was I fixed the issue. Her power steering pump, right? Went out. Cool. It was a 2008 Chevy Impala, you know what I'm saying? V6, whatever. And I fixed that. So immediately after I fixed that, she had asked me how much would I charge her to do her brakes, right? Whole time, her guy is still looking at me crazy. So she happened to go back inside after we came back from getting the brakes or whatever. He came out. He was like, man, how did you meet my girl? I'm like, yeah, I figured that. I knew exactly what it was. So I told him, I said, look, I don't know what y'all got going on. No disrespect. I don't know what y'all got going on, but all I'm here to do is fix the car. I mean, what you want me to tell you? You know what I'm saying? So if you don't want me to be here, just let me know. I'll leave. But that's gonna be a $35, convenience charge. He said, no. What I'm saying is like, I understand you fixing on her car, but I'm like, bro, look, let's make this easier. You know what I'm saying? Do you know how to fix on cars? He said, yeah, I know how to change tires and put sound systems in. I'm like, you know what? Cool. I got something. Let me help you out. You know what I'm saying? Let me help you out. So he didn't know how to fix brakes. Didn't have no clue how to do it, right? So I did the front wheel and I walked him through the whole process that I use to do brakes, right? He's listening. He's asking questions as he should. You know what I'm saying? Doing what he's supposed to do. As soon as I fix it, put everything on, put the wheel back on, tighten it up or whatever, I said, do you feel confident with being able to do another wheel? He said, yeah, I can do it. You know what I'm saying? I said, cool. I'm gonna walk you through it. Go to the back of the car, because we had to do all four wheels. So we did, a side at a time. Went to the back wheel, jacked that motherfucker up. He took the wheel off, laid it over, took the brake caliper off or whatever. Did what he did, put it back on, put the wheel on or whatever. I said, how you feel? He said, man, that was easy as hell. My point exactly, right? So brakes done, right? His woman come out, she pays, you know what I'm saying? He see it, he see her pay me. I said, all right, appreciate it. She walk inside, I'm still talking to her guy. I went in my pocket, I charged this lady a certain amount, right? On top of what I charged her to do the power steering pump. I gave him some money. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like this is a teachable moment. You know, my dad gave me this skill. You know what I'm saying? He installed this skill, these tools, you know, in my life. And I have been making money hand over fist with these tools that my dad had handed down to me. Right? So the same tools that my dad handed me, I was able at this moment to hand the same tools down to this guy. You know, it made me feel good as a motherfucker, man. It made me feel good as a motherfucker because I could have took the situation like completely, you know what I'm saying, left field, you know, had an attitude, you know what I'm saying, didn't make the money, and that's money out my pocket, you know what I'm saying. Not that I need the money. I mean, I got 46 people back in Louisiana that pays my bills. You know what I'm saying. I pack up here from Texas and I drive 8 hours back home, make $2,000-$3,000 in like 4-5 days, maybe 6-7 days. You know what I'm saying? You know, not trying to over exaggerate or whatever, but that's what the fuck it is. I keep a toolbox. You feel me? Wherever I go, I got a toolbox. I make my motherfucking money. But I was like, okay, cool. Now, if you get to a situation where you might need some advice on how to do X, Y, and Z, man, give me a phone call. I gave my number and all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? And that shit really meant a lot to me. You know, now some guys, you know, they probably wouldn't trip, you know, about another guy being over there fixing on his woman car because, you know, they understand the car got to get fixed. But in that particular situation, you know, they probably had some miscommunications going on. That's not my business. But I know for a fact that my people, you know what I'm saying, my people, we'll die, you know, and not pass information down, you know what I'm saying, to people that's under us. You know what I'm saying? We'll take that shit to the grave. That's the wrong answer. That's the fucking wrong answer. Never would I ever do nobody like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not better than you. You're not better than me. But what I will say is, I may utilize certain tools and resources that I have a little bit better than the next person, or the next person might use their tools and resources a little bit better than myself. That's the only thing that, sure. But yeah, that's the only thing that I feel like may be different. You know what I'm saying? So I stay to myself. You know, I'll stay to myself. I don't be out there in the streets and caring about what the next person doing or that person doing, or saying that don't pay my bills. You know what I'm saying? I got kids. You feel me? And my ultimate goal in life is to make sure that my kids have leverage. You know what I'm saying? And that's all that matters to me. You know, the world is forever going to be different due to this pandemic situation. You know, so we dealing with it, we getting through, but you gotta figure out what it is that you want out of life. You know, like and go after that shit. And I happen to choose me being a good upfront person. You know, trying to you know, just trying to be there for somebody who just might need it. You know what I'm saying? So, in that situation, I felt like I really, you know, touched him in some way to try to, you know, motivate him to do something a little bit better to try to help his situation out. You know, like I said earlier, I don't know what the situation was, but I know that guy, he looked at me different. You know, he looked at me completely different after that day. So, yeah.